I can smell all of the smoke, all that love and positivity, that shit is a joke. I should dead them all, my heart ski down slopes. When you did piggy bank, everybody wanna see you broke, bro. Me and snakes don't lip lock. I don't think the feet look good on me like flip-flops. I know if I spit it, it belongs in this Ziploc. They know I'ma kill them, all they hearing is tick-tock. Your time is up. Where there's fire, you see the smoke, yeah. I know liars, I seen them fold, yeah. I'm so tired from all these souls, it's done been a good year. My tires don't leave the road, yeah. Are they serious? I seen liars that testified under oath, I hear. Rappers not living out what they wrote, my peers. Ought to be studying, taking notes. How you hate me to the core when I keep your ass afloat. I put pressure on their pencils. They look at my life and draw the stencil. One move I can rearrange in mental. I am so unstable, look what I got into. They can't write my fable, I know who you.
With the episode today, I just wanted to talk to you real quick about my friend Patrick Spicer over at Hybrid Human Performances. Hybrid Human Performances is a state-of-the-art training facility located in Lincoln, Nebraska, with reputable coaches that can take you to the next level. Each training session is designed to and for the athlete to be successful in their sport. Notable Hybrid Human Performance alumni include cornerback for the Chicago Bears, Lamar Jackson, Seahawks safety, Deontay Williams, Nebraska Cornhuskers quarterback, Casey Thompson, and Lincoln native, Noah Walters, quarterback for the North Alabama Lions. If you want to take your game to the next level, contact Patrick with Hybrid Human Performance at 307-321-8365 or shoot him an email at Patrick, Patrick, at hybrid-hp.com. Enjoy the episode.
Real quick. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oscar Galindo. I'm back with another episode of The Official Visit. This time I'm joined by a trio of Lincoln East Spartans. They're all heading out to different schools next year, but the Lincoln East Dogs, for sure. We got wide receiver slash like defensive back Will Potratz, linebacker slash running back Aiden Planer, and then wide receiver slash defensive back Kamdyn Roebke. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Doing great. Yeah, now that we're to the little technical difficulties and whatnot, we're all good. Definitely. All right. So kind of we'll get started here. First one I got for you guys is do you guys have any like mandatory like you have to do this like pre-game routines before you go out to the field on Friday?
Just gotta get the music going in the AirPods.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what are you listening to?
Any young boy. Some Dreams.
Oh man.
Sosa.
Oh man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys got any? Do you guys have like anything like you guys do as a team? Maybe like you guys have like a team breakdown, or is there like anybody that goes up, in front of the team and kind of says any words or anything like that?
Well, I thought Aiden was gonna go, so I'm just gonna say what I do. What I do is like an hour, like right after I get out of school, I usually go home, I'll usually go home and I'll meditate for like 30 minutes, and then after that, it's time to go to the school. So we go to the school and usually just like get taped up and stuff like that, and then we're listening to music, and then usually sometimes one person will be like hyping everyone up. Just get ready, like get everyone's mindset right, because I think mindset is really what matters in those big games. So yeah, that's like mainly what we do. But yeah,
I'd say with me too, it's like just kind of chill for a little bit, go back to the locker room. The Seacrest game, it's always packed, it's always lit, so we get down there, so that's always fun. And then just kind of like in the locker room, just music, kind of focusing on what we're doing, and then down at the stadium or down in the locker room down there, do a lot of like pacing, a lot of praying and stuff like that too. So that's kind of like my pregame ritual, I guess I do.
Yeah. So then, you kind of touched on it a little bit. Will, you like to meditate and, and you kind of like to, sit in quiet. Kamdyn, you're listening to Young Boy. Are you guys like big visual guys? Like you like to, like while you're meditating or while you're taking that time for yourself to kind of like visualize your plays, visualize, I don't know if you guys script your plays or whatever. Kamdyn, like I said, you're listening to Young Boy. You might be visualizing doing that Antonio Brown kick, dude. when you kick that punter down, you might be thinking about doing something like that. But no, yeah. Do you guys have any? Are you guys like big visual guys, like in that pregame, setting where you go through your plays in your head?
Yeah, definitely. I always have my goals. I have like a sheet for goals before the game, and I write down every like my tackles, how many tackles I want to have, interceptions, all stuff like that. I'll visualize stuff. One time before a game, I was with friends, and I told them I had a dream. I swear to God, I had a dream that I was going to get a pick the first game in like the exact same time, and it happened. And no one believed me, but it was just crazy. It was just funny. So stuff like that, I'm really big on that stuff.
I'd say I'm just thinking about the game plan and just visualizing what I'm going to do and my goals for myself for that game.
I'd probably say just kind of making that big tackle, just kind of like playing out where I'm going to be in that spot, just be in the right spot at the right time too. And just kind of with our defense, this was a new defense this year. So a lot of moving parts, but it's just kind of putting yourself in that spot if you want to do this or whatnot. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's a huge underrated part of the game, man. Trying to get you right before the game. Kamdyn, you already talked on it a little bit. You like, have your pump up music. But Aiden, Will, do you guys have, a go-to artist or a go-to song you guys, or maybe you guys have, I've heard, sometimes there's that senior player that, gets everybody going or whatever with one song. Do you guys have that, kind of gets you guys going for the game?
Yeah, I listen to Young Boy as well, Chief Keef, Rio. I have a lot of artists that I listen to for the game, but Young Boy definitely gets you going. Like it's just a different energy. But yeah, that's like right before the game. Like I'm all peaceful, meditative, and letting the negative out before, like 2 hours before. But right before the game, Young Boy's on, and Chief Keef, Rio, all them. So yeah.
I'd say definitely this year it was a lot of Sosa, love Sosa, a lot of Chief Keef, a lot of Nardo Wick actually too with that. It was Da 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 or whatever. That song, you're going nuts to that. So then I listen to a lot of Yeet. So unpopular, but
Yeet goes crazy.
Man. You guys are on some hot boy energy, man. Sure.
Oh
yeah. Pregame. What is in your guys' head? What is the GOAT Gatorade flavor?
Oh, lemon lime. Lemon lime easily.
Oh, you guys freeze up on me.
I don't drink Gatorade like that.
What was that?
I get it.
Blue, something blue.
The blue one. Sorry, you guys froze up on me a little bit there. I didn't catch that.
It was lemon lime easily.
Lemon lime.
I have to go with that. Before games though, I usually drink those Gator Lights, so it's strawberry kiwi. That was pretty good, but lemon limes easily go to. Great flavor.
Yeah. Are you guys more Gatorade or Powerade guys?
Gatorade
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree. I go with Gatorade on that. So then another one I got here for you guys, and you guys are versatile players. You guys both played, you guys all played both sides of the ball. I'll let you guys kind of choose here. Who is your guys' favorite player at your position? And that could be, at collegiate level, NFL level, just that kind of player that, you kind of try to, mirror your game after, I guess, or who you're.
Yeah, I'll go first. I think Cam Taylor-Britt, he's my favorite just because his technique. He's physical. Yeah, I don't play receiver actually. I only play cornerback at least this year. So Cam Taylor-Britt, Jalen Ramsey, like I just like that energy, like always playing hard, always playing tough, technique, all that stuff. So yeah.
I'd say mine's probably CeeDee Lamb, just 'cause I like the swagger he brings every day, and I'm also a Cowboys, a little biased.
I'd definitely say JoJo Doman, only because he was one of those great versatile backer, safety. He could play all over the field, guys, and that's kind of what I did. So it's definitely like seeing him grow through Nebraska, how well of a player he's become at Nebraska, and now he's in the NFL killing it. So something I just kind of like take notes from. He's a very, very intelligent player, so that's something I really take into account.
Sweet, yeah. Those are some good ones. Cam, you think the Cowboys will make any big offseason moves? I feel like every offseason it's the same hype, man. I'm not gonna make it. I'm just saying, like I always hear, oh, we're about to go make some big free agent move.
I mean, in my opinion, that last year's season was horrible. Releasing Randy Gregory was a mistake, but I think that they'll probably do the same thing this year and just do something big.
Just go through the draft and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, man. Jerry, man, he's got to let go of some of that power, dude. He's got.
Yeah, I got some suggestions for him.
What was that?
I said I've got some suggestions for him.
Yeah, I know, man. We should write him a letter or something, dude. Be like,
yeah.
And then the last one more question I got here for you guys is, if I'm going out to Lincoln, maybe I'm going out to check out a game or just to go hang out in Lincoln. Well, what's a good low key spot to go get a bite to eat at?
De Leon's.
Where?
De Leon's.
Okay.
Yes.
I'd say Honest Abe's.
Honest Abe's. All right.
Abe's. I've heard that a lot. I say HF Crave. That's another burger joint, kind of a competitor with Honest Abe's. But it's a really good spot. I know. I have friends that actually are tied with the restaurant, so it's definitely a great place to eat. So.
Yeah. What was the name of that one again?
HF Crave.
HF Crave. All right. So then now you guys told me where you guys go. What do I get there? What do I get when I go to these spots?
My order is the greatest burger ever.
The greased burger ever?
Oh, the greatest burger ever.
Greatest burger ever. I was like, dang, I was picturing just like big old greasy burger, man. That sounds good, dude. Burger,
yeah.
Real good right now.
I would say,
okay. I always get the Mac Jack and Stacked. So it's like a burger with mac and cheese on it.
Okay.
A little bit of sweet potato tots inside. Those things are great. And then honey chipotle to dip all in. So definitely got that.
I'm about to go right now.
I would do, if you're going to De Leon's, get the hash brown burrito. It's protein. It's a big burrito. You go there, like, it's open till like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to go there. I'm just like, that's just the best.
Hash brown burrito. Is that like a breakfast one, or it just has hash browns in it?
It's a breakfast one, but like there's many different options there, but I think it's just like the best tasting one. There's a lot of eggs, hash browns, sausage, all that.
You get the hot sauce too.
Hot sauce.
Yeah, and the hot sauce. With the hot sauce.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll have to try that, man. I got one just down the block, dude. I haven't tried it yet, man. I always drive past it. I'm like, I'll go there. But I got a lot of like little taco trucks near me too, so I always hit those up first. But
yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll definitely have to try those spots for sure whenever I get down to Lincoln.
Definitely.
So we'll kind of switch on over here, talk a little bit about Lincoln East, talk about your guys' season. Before we get to talking about the actual season, talk to me a little bit about like last off season. You guys were all, last year, I guess your guys' junior year, you guys had that great senior class with Noah and all those guys. But then going into this year, you guys were all probably expecting to step into bigger roles, and some of you guys like on both sides of the ball, or whatever it may be. But talk to me about what that offseason grind looked like last year, going into your senior year, and being leaders and stuff like that.
It was definitely getting to lifting every day. I think I only missed like one lifting, maybe like that, but it was lifting every morning, conditioning and stuff like that too, and just kind of like being those people where we get people there too. So I could have had better numbers in the summer. I mean, like everybody could say that, but I think that's something we really needed to work was getting people in there. And then also just like with the new defense we were running, we had a new defense coordinator and stuff like that. It was getting out there and running that, and we had a bunch of camps too. So we have like a camp and stuff like that, or a 2-week camp actually, and we go to SCSU for their camp. So it's always a grind in the summer to just kind of see how well we together, see how well we play together, like getting all that stuff set up for the fall.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. Getting to lifting, getting to every camp you can, and just putting in the grind when you're there.
Yeah, I had wrestling off season, so that was my conditioning, and then lifting on the side of that, and then camps. Go to the football field from here and there, just practice drills, stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of camps though. Like SDSU camp was a very good camp for all of us, I believe, and it brought us together as a team. So yeah, that was a good camp as well.
Like you guys mentioned, making sure you guys get as many of those guys, especially when you're expecting probably a lot of young guys to get into that starting rotation, on various spots. So yeah, that's huge for you guys. So then kind of going into the season, you guys opened up with that. It was a tough, close loss to Kearney. It was like 14-6, and then from there, how should I say? You guys saw your highs, and then you guys saw, I don't want to say lows because you guys never like just down bad, but like you guys had your challenges along the way, with having a young team and having a young, offense and stuff like that. Talk to me a little bit about, kind of seeing those challenges, and trying to overcome them and making sure you guys are able to stay on track throughout the season.
I mean, after our toughest loss, which I would say is probably Southwest or maybe even Millard South, we would always come together and be like, all right, this practice, we went hard all practice, but we need to step it up no matter what. Like, be a leader, do everything you can to not make sure this happens.
I'd say definitely it's like putting in that extra work, that time where people might not be like seeing you and stuff like that. It's like watching more film or maybe even like breaking it down with a coach and stuff like that. Like after a loss, like we wanted that back so bad, but it's like it's just that time to move on, and just move to the next game. It's like, hey, you might as well put on all this work to win this next game. Like we have resources, our coaches set up great play schemes and stuff like that too. So it's all about getting those down and just following those, So
yeah, I'd say on that, coaches really stepped up and changed the playbook a lot on defense, which helped us a lot. Working like on Saturday morning practices, we'd never skip a rep. We'd go hard every week. We progressed as a team. We'd even team chemistry more. Like the first week, we had it as like we had the talent. We had the talent the whole year. I think there's just a couple of little mistakes that we could have fixed. And I think we could have been the best. Like that's how good we had the talent for sure. And anybody can say that about us. So yeah.
So yeah, kind of how you guys touched on, you guys talked about like making sure the defense right, and from looking at the numbers, it seems like you guys did have a pretty stingy defense. You guys had great talent at all levels of the field, and we had a couple of players that rose up in the junior class, and we'll talk about them here in a little bit. But talk to me about like what that how should I say, like that mentality that you guys had on defense. Like what was your guys' mentality, and how did you guys make sure that kept on that spread down to the younger players?
Yeah, we just played like some dogs, going out there, put everything on the line. I mean, like every game we just wanted to hurt people, man. Like no, we didn't want anything past us. We didn't want any first downs. No first downs allowed. Like we just had it locked in on defense. Yeah.
I think it was definitely like with the chemistry of the players too. Like you trusted beside and you trusted to do it right and stuff like that too. So I mean, definitely with our front line, with what we had last year, like they killed it with pass rush, and then we had our linebacker core, which was a little young, but it was still a great well, or I guess you could say like well practiced and well trained, and then our secondary full of experience years too. So I think you can definitely say that our defense really worked hard for that. Definitely had the experience and the toughness and the mental toughness to take on any other team in the state.
I didn't play as much defense as Will and Aiden, but what I would say is that whenever I'm on the sideline watching our defense, I know that we're going to come out and get a stop, and we're going to have the ball back in 3 plays. So it was just nice to have them at all times.
Skip that. We'll go to the offense. Kamdyn, you played a lot more offense this year. On the offensive side, you guys went from having a, long-standing, high flying quarterback like Noah Walters. Now this year, going into the season, I feel like there's a little bit of uncertainty as who was going to be under center, and then eventually, Jeter won that out. But talk to me about what that was like, kind of evolving with that offense and evolving with him, in the offense, I guess.
Well, once Jeter became our starter for sure, because Harrison and Jeter were battling out the first week and they split snaps. But once Jeter won that, I think that our offense kind of like molded around him, and that we just knew that he could get out of the pocket well, he could throw the ball anybody else, and I think that actually was a lot more explosive than anybody thought it would be because of some of our younger dudes like Jeter, and it was just a lot. It was a lot of fun, that kind of offense, because Geen could have gone back to a run offense, but he trusted our receivers and Jeter. And it was just.
He said, they trusted the receivers. Of course, helps when one of them is, big 4-star Malachi Coleman. On the other side, talk to me a little bit about playing with him and kind of the impact he had, because I'm sure there's a lot of games where I saw he was double bracketed up. He had safety help on top, all that kind of stuff. Tell me what that kind of did for you, and what kind of opportunities that opened up for you in the passing game.
Well, I mean, him being bracketed after the season was really nice for me because I'm wide open and I have no idea what to do, because I don't realize that me and Malachi, in my opinion, was a receiver. And so his presence on the field is just makes the difference at all times. So he's going to distract people, and he's still going to make his own plays. Like, we've all seen it, but it's really nice to have him out there.
So then, where, from, like I mentioned, when we kind of started talking about your guys' team, going into season is when you guys really started to see that, that big jump in, play time, having just that bigger role. Where do you guys feel like you guys saw the most growth in your game?
Personally, mine, in the beginning of the year, my man-to-man wasn't very good. It was just tackling only, screen passes like that, all that stuff. But I started working on man-to-man more. Definitely got way better at that towards the end of the season. So, yeah.
I'd definitely say for me is just kind of like figuring out stuff on the line and stuff like that, with blitzing and stuff like that too. I was switched from a corner last year to a outside linebacker with the new defense we had, which was 4. So I was one of the outside guys. So it was definitely it was a little bit of a change, but also it was kind of my bigger frame that I had that usually corner you wouldn't see with corner and stuff like that, I guess. But and I'm pretty quick too, so I could definitely cover a guy outside, and it was just like getting used to passing coverages and definitely getting through the line too, because that's something I didn't have to deal with at all the year before.
I'd say with my game, I just I feel like I developed a lot more of a football IQ and knowing where like I'm definitely not the fastest guy in the field at all times, especially my teammate, but I definitely found holes in the defense really well this season, and I felt like me moving, because I played 4 different positions every year of high school, receiver wise, and so once I got to know how Z's supposed to, I felt like that helped my IQ a lot. That helped throughout the entire season.
Transition into your recruitment. You guys all, from what I saw, I think kind of sprouted a little bit later in the recruitment process. I think Cam, you had the earliest offer back in last year or last spring. There was a little bit quiet there for a little bit. Talk to me about your guys' recruitment process. What that was like. Did you guys, with the offers coming in a little later, was there ever any discouragement there? Did you guys know that if you kind of kept your head down and kept grinding, it work itself out?
I definitely think at the start of it, it was definitely kind of like a mental thing where it's like, yeah, I got to try to get noticed and stuff like that. Not putting out film and like all that and like doing the best you could in games, and then also like I didn't really have any interest till later in the season too, till like the middle, so I didn't go on till later and stuff like that too, and like the right opportunities opened up and I took them, and that fortunately led me to where I was, or to where I am. So.
Yeah, it was a stressful process for sure, but like getting it over with, definitely the best feeling. Like right when you commit, it's just like all the stress is off your shoulders. Like you don't have to text all these coaches every day. It's just like it's a long process, but yeah, the start of the season, I didn't even know I would get any attention. And then the first game happened, and I was like, all right, we can definitely do something with this. So just started working harder every day. I just had that mindset, and yeah, it was really cool when I got that first offer. The visits were fun. Like I had a Nebraska one, that was cool. That was like one of my favorite experiences ever because like it's just like so hard to get that opportunity, but the opportunities opened, and yeah, it was just a fun process, but also stressful for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's definitely very stressful. I had that kind of a cold sprout in my recruiting after because I had probably it was like 2 months in between my first offer and my second. It's definitely stressful because you don't know if you're doing something wrong or if you need to change anything. But I'd say like where I committed, they didn't offer me until 2 weeks before commitment because they got a brand new coaching staff, and I just felt like I just always did like work itself out. But once it finally was over, it's just very relieving.
So, you guys mentioned, it's a stressful process, because you guys, not just the recruiting part, but, on top of that, you guys are still in season, you guys are still in school, and you guys are still just trying to be normal people, man. You guys are trying to, have that personal, life, I guess. Talk to me a little bit about, like, what you guys do to kind of work through those stressful situations or through those stressful times. Like, you guys have any like outlets outside of football that you kind of turn to when you kind of do feel a little bit overwhelmed with that, or with with football in general?
I'd probably say just hanging out with family and friends, and then I love to lift, and that's always a stress reliever for me. So that's probably mine.
I'd say for me was just kind of hanging out with my friends and all that, but then also like kind of like getting more involved in my church and stuff like that because I was like really great to see like God work over me and stuff like that, and just kind of like being in prayer and stuff like that too, just like being like just knowing that I'm like safe and safe at where I'm at, and like God's got it and it's all in His hands. So
Yeah. Becoming a better person was like that was just like really fun for me because like it's just like senior year is like where you just change everything. You just got to grow up and just taking like getting all the attention online is like you can also grow yourself as a person and just wanted to change myself and become a better person, become closer with God, keep working out, like just all that stuff. It was actually nice. So yeah.
So, and I'm sure there's a lot of guys' team. There's a bunch of young, whether it be young teammates or maybe you got little cousins or whatever, siblings. They're looking at you guys, and they're they're probably saying, by the time I wish to be in their shoes, signed to go to a school. What would be kind of words of encouragement or words of advice to young players on the team, or those young kids trying to get signed to a college football program? Maybe it's a little bit quieter than or whatever it may be. But yeah, what would be some words of encouragement to those people, those guys?
I would say you got to have heart over everything. Keep grinding. You got to get on that field and leave everything on that field and know you did. And if you don't execute that, then you just got to keep on going, keep on pushing. And yeah, heart over matter. Like heart is just like what you really need over anything. If you don't have the heart on the field, then you're not going to play your best. You're not going to be whatever. Yeah, it's just yeah. I would say heart for sure.
I'd say for me, or what I'd say is just kind of like have that passion for football. Like if you have that passion, you're gonna find ways to get. to fulfill that. You're gonna find ways to get recruited and stuff like that, and that's definitely where it's like I reached out to people, like email and stuff like that. Like don't hesitate to reach out. Don't be nervous, because that's one thing I saw where I was really nervous about everything, and I was second myself a lot. But again, it's like it was doing that for all kind of like bad reason, and I wouldn't want to reach out to the coach. And it's like just kind of like take the opportunities as they come, and just be really patient in that. Don't get too like giddy about it.
For me, I'd probably say just keep working, prove them wrong, and leave everything on the field, because you never know when it's going to be your last game, and your last game is going to creep up on you senior year. It goes by way faster than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I hear you on that one, man. Senior year comes quick, dude. And college is gonna be the same way. You're going in August, freshman, then next thing you know, you're gonna be senior, looking for jobs or whatever. And yeah, it goes quick, man. So, we kind of talked about a little bit about the process, but now I kind of want to see what got you schools. Will, you are committed to Concordia. So you're staying, not too close, but not too far away from home. What kind of what was, what were those reasons that got you to choose Concordia?
First of all, I just like the first visit I went there, the coaches they really brought me I felt like I was already a family with them. They're really close with God. They're really good people, and I could trust them. I knew I could trust them, and I want to help them too. I want to help the team get better. I want to make everything. I just want to do everything for them, because I feel like they put their heart out. It kind of relates to East. Like they just have a team like East, good coaching staff, like all that, and it's also closer to home. I kind of wanted to stay kind of close to home, so that I could see my family here and there. Not completely ditch them for now. So yeah.
Yeah. So then, Aiden, you're the one of the three that's heading out of state.
Yeah.
The Southwest Minnesota State. Kind of tell me a little bit about your journey and how you ended up choosing SMSU.
Well, actually, so they invited our coach. Had the defensive coordinator over like that, and I kind of got to talk to him and got to know him. So that was something that was really fun to me. And then it kind of went on and off. That was probably in like December, and it just kind of like on and off communication. And then it was my last visit. I ended up getting squeezed that in, and then before that, I was like kind of looking at all these schools, like I'm really iffy about all these. And then I went on that visit, and it just blew me away. Like it felt like home. It felt great. Like all the people really just felt like they got along well. And, like, the coaching staff they brought in, willing to bring in the people they needed to change the way that program. Definitely just hooked me in and stuff like that too. Like I love what Bowlerman and Coach what are doing there. So
then Kamdyn, Will, Aiden, you guys are my dogs. Kamdyn, you're Lope, my boy. You are
Yes, sir.
you are Lope. And wise words of Dominic Toretto, that's basically family at that point.
Yes, sir.
So I graduated from UNK, so I'm a little partial there. I'm just playing. Y'all, you guys are all my guys. But talk to me a little bit about what got you to commit to UNK. I know you guys have a new coach, new coaching staff, and all that stuff. What was it that helped you kind of build that relationship there and ended up getting you there?
Like you said, they have a brand new coaching staff as of this year. And I just really, like, when I went on my official visit there, it was actually not an official visit. And I just really loved what they were doing. Like, I got to watch film on their past teams, and I just loved their offense because I was a receiver there. And liked how they were treating me. Like I'd never felt like home anywhere as much as I did there. And they were just very real with me in all ways. Like I was playing PS5, the offensive coordinator. They're just really cool people, and I just felt like I could stay there.
Yeah, great town for sure.
Yeah,
get down there. I recommend these wings or jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
Wings out there, Southwest flavored. Got to get that. It's mandatory. But yeah, so yeah, that's how kind of you guys got there. But what are you guys, going into, next year? You guys still, I'm not sure when you guys are supposed to report for spring or training or summer camp or whatever. But what are you guys kind of looking forward to, most about your program, your new your new town? What are you guys studying? All that kind of stuff. Like, what are you guys looking forward to?
I'm studying business and most likely minoring in finance. And I'm just super excited to meet all my new teammates and like create a new bond like I did with my past, and just like get to play football again. And like, and I have no football. Not a lot of people can say that.
Yeah, I'm studying business as well, and I'm excited just for the new opportunity. There's always opportunities open, especially within college. So I'm excited for that, and can't wait to see what's to come. It'll be fun.
So I'm studying sports management up there. It's a very broad thing, so it could go anyway. But I'm definitely looking forward to just kind of like the college life and college aspects of it, and then also like with the bond between mates and stuff like that too. I'm kind of ready to get to work, kind of just have that fun, but also like that seriousness of going into the season, knowing that something to prove and we got something to do, and that job's not finished. It definitely helped when on the visit we had a player host, so we kind of went around with them, and it just kind of built the bond between the player and the recruit. So it was definitely great. I loved it.
And you guys are all going those that two of you guys are going to in-state programs, but even to Southwest Minnesota State, they all have like a pretty deep Nebraska recruit connection. Have you guys kind of built those connections with other recruits in your guys' class?
Yeah, we got a UNK football group chat for 2023s.
Get some good stuff on there. You got some jokers on there, man.
Yeah, we got a few. We have one more. There's another Lincoln kid that's going there from Southwest. He's pretty fun. What's his
Cole?
Yeah, Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's actually quite a bit of kids that are out of state, I think, or just really out, like far from Lincoln at least.
Yeah. I remember they recruited like Florida pretty heavy back when I was.
Yeah, they're Florida kids. Yeah. But I'm not. Yeah. It's gonna be fun meeting everybody.
Definitely. You guys getting connected and hooked up and got your roommates and stuff, all that squared away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you talking to Cam?
I'm talking all you guys.
Whatever. I'm rooming with one of my our kicker at Lincoln East. He's going to Concordia as well, so I'll be rooming with him, which is kind of cool. But when I went on the visit, there was a lot of they would bring a lot of the teammates down and we would talk. So I'd talk to a lot of them and build connections with them, and I'm talking to them currently still. So yeah, definitely.
I think for me, the connection that I've built between the players and stuff like that, like the host I mentioned earlier and stuff like that, it's like it was just kind of that thing where it's like I had a guy from Nebraska, so I connected back there, and then we had a lot of stuff in common and stuff like that, which was great. And then also like just kind of like a roommate, like I'm going up with Connor Shelton, so safety. So I'm really excited for that. He also played at Lincoln East. Definitely really excited for what's to come for the both of us. Really excited for what's to come for the both of us.
Definitely. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited to, kind of keep up with your guys' careers, watch you guys, flourish at the next level.
Definitely.
Then, kind of close to wrapping up here, I got one last question, or one last thing I wanted to cover. Lincoln East, you guys had a great senior year, but then you guys also had a lot of really good young talent. On the offensive side, I'm looking at like Jeter. You guys, it's Ethan, the tackle. In defense, Dash, Caden. You guys got some good talent coming back. What do you guys have? Or I guess what are you guys' I don't want to say predictions, but outlook on Lincoln East, going forward with the talent you guys have?
I'd probably say it's definitely really positive. We got coaches that are trying to bring it in the right way, and we got coaches that are doing it right, coaching it right, and we've seen that with past players, and we're doing this with players now. Like we see with Dash Bauman, he's already getting some offers going, and he's a really good player. So I'm excited to see what he has to bring next year. Also with Caden Shaddock, and also with one of the younger guys, Troy Peltz, is something that I'm really excited to see. He's an absolute dog. He just flies around the field, and man, I love the kid. So definitely excited to see what the defense has to bring next year. But yeah,
I mean, Jeter was already the most talented quarterback in the city as a sophomore, so it's gonna be crazy seeing him as a senior, just as his game flourishes. And I mean, Dash, he's been a dog for the past 2 years, and he'll show out next year. And I think that it's a really positive outlook on them for next year because they, like Aiden said, our coaches, they know how to coach, and they do it the right way. And so I think next year they might be even better than us. But I feel like it'll definitely be a different kind of game. I feel like they'll run the ball a lot more.
Yeah, they're Dash. I played with Dash and Caden on defense, and they're some dogs. It's always fun to play with them because they're just really good people as well. And I think they're going to lead the team next year as well as Jeter. They're just some really talented players. So I think there's a really bright future with East, especially with the talent. So
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they got, what they can cook up this offseason. Like I said, they got a lot of really young players, a lot of really good players, and yeah, good coaching. So never count them out, I guess. So then, yeah, the last thing I got here for you guys, the last thing I do is I turn the floor over to you guys. There's a section I like to do here where I, give you guys a chance to, give out some props, give out some thank yous, and shout outs to, those people, whether it be coaches, parents, your friends, just those people that kind of helped you along the way, kind of, picked you up when you might have been low, or just kind of get that extra push when you needed it. Just because we don't always kind of take advantage of doing so in our everyday life. So, your guys' opportunity to do that.
yeah, I'd like to thank my coaches because they believed in me and they never had any doubt in me. My family for sure because they held me up when I was down in my lows. They would hold me up and keep me accountable in school. My friends for sure, and teammates. I'm thankful for my teammates because we all helped each other grow and get better.
I'd probably say I want to thank my parents for doing everything for me, driving me to visit, driving me to camps, doing everything for my recruiting when they didn't have to. Thank my little brother for going to work out with me, go run routes whenever I ask him to. Sometimes he doesn't want to be there, but he's always there. My teammates for always pushing me and being my brothers, and then all the coaches that have helped me throughout this journey.
I think for me, first and foremost, is just done in my life, and then also just kind of with with the coaches, Coach Ging definitely saw something in me when I didn't see that. So definitely the coaches putting me in that position to just play really well and stuff like that, be who I am today. And then also with my parents and especially my mom for just driving me around to visits and helping me with all that college stuff, like his mom did. And so yeah, I'm definitely thankful for all that. And then my team, because I love those guys. Those guys are great.
Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, like I said, it's always good to thank that support system you got in your corner, and always let them know, hey man, I appreciate what you guys do for me. So, but yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys. I'm trying to think what's a good send off question here for you guys. Who's going number one overall, or what's going to be the craziest offseason signing? Make a bold take right now. Your bold take offseason.
Go number one.
Who?
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson, number one. I can see that, man. I just, if it's Will Levis, dude, I don't know, man. I gotta go one of them GM jobs if it's Will Levis, because I could probably do a better job than that.
For sure.
I don't even know, man. That's a tough one. So
I don't know. I don't know his name, but I'm definitely thinking the wide receiver from TCU. That he's going crazy. So
Quentin Johnson.
Yeah, I think that's it. But
Yeah, he's a dog.
Yeah, they just came out of nowhere, man. He's crazy. So that's my prediction. But
He's going where?
I don't know where he's going. I don't know where he's
going. Just gonna be a dog is your prediction?
Yeah, dog.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I don't know. If I had to choose one, I'd say I'm speaking this one into existence. I'm saying DeAndre Hopkins to the Patriots, man. That's what I'm sleeping on for sure because we need that.
You a Patriots fan?
Yeah, I like the Patriots. Yeah.
You guys don't have anybody throwing the ball though. You guys don't have a quarterback throwing the ball.
Do not speak ill on my boy's Mac's name, man. He's being held back. You got a defensive coordinator as his offensive coordinator. I mean, I don't really trust Bill O'Brien that much either, but it is what it is, man. We'll see. But yeah, man. I guess that's all I really got for you guys, man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate taking time on your Monday night to talk to me. And yeah, like I said before, I look forward to following your guys' career, watching you guys succeed, flourish, on the field and off. So, yeah, man.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, dude.
What you do
Yeah, thanks, man.
the season, writing up, like all the stories and helping out with Prep Red Zone and doing these interviews are cool. So, definitely fun to watch.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Definitely, man. You guys make it easy for me, man. It's easy to do when you guys are out here balling like you do. So,
thank you.
I appreciate it, man. And yeah, check this.
I done lost patience, but I'm the one that's in the incision. I'm not fading. Feel like I'm Caesar, I'm building Rome and they tryna raid it. No, they gon' be sent off in the tomb, they all nameless. I know that this record sitting clean is quite stainless. Born with the identity, I'm feeling like Matt Damon. I didn't put these hours in, I couldn't be stuck waiting. I don't see nobody that is worth